you, up on a block or some pillows or just maybe down on the mat. If you're not comfortable crossing your legs, you can also straighten them out in front of you. Take a couple moments here. Just allow the shoulders to fall from the ears. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Continuing to breathe. Quiet your breath. Breathing a little softer. In and out just through your nose. On your next exhalation, take your hands, press your palms behind you, or clasp your hands behind your back and draw your arms down, expanding through your chest. Let your right ear fall soft towards your right shoulder. Bringing your head up, your left ear will fall soft towards your left shoulder. Bring your head back to center again. And releasing the hands. Inhale, raise the arms up high. Palms are going to point down. Exhale and lower the arms. Inhale, palms up. Bring in positive energy, strength, focus. Exhale, let out that negative energy of doubt, tension, anxiety. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms lower. Placing your hands upon your knees gently, round back into a C curve. So feel your spine open. Come up in that C curve and bring your chest through your arms. Round back in your C curve again. C formation with your spine. Scoop the belly and come to sit tall. Round back one more time. You're going to hold here and then creating a circle. Come over to the left, lean forward, over to the right, and take it back. And continue. Making a circle, large or small, you will decide or determine the range of motion. And then from here, you're going to change direction. Make sure to round that spine, relax the shoulders, the head, and the neck. Just let things open up gently. The next time you're back in the C curve, you're going to sit tall, lengthen the spine. Now you have those optional weights. So you can go without weights. Water bottles are fine as well, whatever you have. And sitting tall, your weights are going to rest on your shoulders with your palms facing out. Abs are in, raising your arms up, turn your palms in, and then lower the arms back down to the shoulders. Exhale up, rotate, and inhale lower. Pull your abdominals in as your arms extend overhead. Think of tightening around your waist as well. Continuing. You can always do one, skip one if you need. Breathe. You have 5. Nice control. 4. Waking up those shoulders. 3. Exhale as you lift. Last 2. Breathe through. Final 1. And the arms will come down. The palms still facing out. And like a W, you'll push your arms out and pull them in. Push them out and pull the elbows in. Abs in, sitting tall and breathing. Exhale as you press and inhale as you hold. 4. Nice full breath. 3. 2. If you need, look down if you feel any straining in your neck. Last 1, and you'll bring your arms in and lower them down. Now taking your feet out in front of you slightly. Your heels are down, but your toes are up. You're going to hold your weights to your side and round into a C curve, just like you did before with your hands on your knees. Staying in your C curve, you're going to bicep curl. Exhale and inhale. When you curl up, you're exhaling and you're pulling your navel in. So as much as you're going to feel your biceps, I want you to focus more to your abdominals. You have 6, good control, 5, breathing, 4, exhaling as you curl, 3, 2 to go. Remember, pull the abs in, last 1. And then bend the elbows up again, hold. Bring them together and C-curve and come up, sit tall, lift your chest. You're going to round back into that C-curve again, and then twist to the right, center, to the left, center. Now I have 2 weights in my hands. I can put 1 weight down and just use 1 weight. Or I can use no weights at all and just keep my hands together. Keep going. I turn right, my right elbow pulls back. I turn left, my left elbow pulls back. I do not want to feel discomfort in my back, so I sit up higher if I am feeling any discomfort. And when I turn to the right, my left glute pushes down. When I turn to the left, my right glute pushes down. I have 4, breathing, 3, getting right into the belly and obliques, 2, feeling the abdominals, last 1, I'm going to come center and up I come to sit tall. Putting my weight up at the top of my mat, I'm going to take the soles of my feet together in bound angle or Baddha Konasana. Sit tall as I inhale and lean or hinge forward as I exhale. Hands can walk closer to the glutes. The glutes can also come closer to the heels, hinging forward to deepen the stretch. From here, as I sit tall, I'm going to come to my hands and knees. On my hands and knees, inhale, head and tail towards the ceiling. Cow stretch. Exhale, round to cat, chin to the chest. Inhale, head and tail towards the ceiling, cow. And exhale, round to cat, chin to the chest. Inhale, head and tail lift for cow. Exhale, round to cat. Curling my toes, downward dog, hips high to the ceiling, and head between the arms. Pedaling out my feet as I gaze towards them, making sure they're parallel. Inhale, bend one knee, and exhale, bend the other. And maybe I turn my head side to side, looking underneath each arm to increase the stretch. Allowing it to feel good, opening through my back, my calves, backs of my ankles, and my hamstrings. Both of my heels draw down. I'll look to my hands and step or walk forward. Releasing over the legs as I inhale to lift to lightning bolt, flat back. Exhale as I lower, bending the knees and raising the arms to chair pose, Utkatasana. Bringing the arms behind me to ski pose, keeping your chest lifted. Back to chair pose and pressing tall to stand. Exhale into a soft back bend. Inhale and hands to heart center as I exhale. Inhale, I'll raise, swan dive. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, halfway lightning bolt, and exhale, lower. Stepping back 1 foot at a time to my plank pose. From my plank pose, lowering down. I can modify on the knees. Little lift of cobra, bent elbows, a higher lift of upward dog, straight elbows. Curling the toes, I return back to downward dog. You can always go hands and knees first. Stepping forward, 1 foot at a time, or walking up. Releasing over the legs, inhaling halfway for my lightning bolt. Exhaling as I lower and bending the knees to chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands together, twisting to the right, left elbow outside or towards the right knee. I'll come back to center, twisting to the left, right elbow outside, left knee. Coming back to center as the arms extend and press to stand. Exhale, soft back bend. Inhale, hands heart center, we exhale. Inhale, we raise, swan dive, exhale down. Salutation builds heat in the body. Inhale, halfway, lightning bolt. Exhale, lowering and stepping back to our plank. From plank pose, lowering ourselves down. Upward dog cobra, sweeping through and returning to downward dog. Gazing to the hands as you step or walk forward. Release over the legs and inhale halfway for lightning bolt. Exhale, lower, but bend your knees and pick up your weights as you come to sit into chair pose. Shoulders back, chest up. Remember, you don't have to use weights. You're going to pulse down, 10, 9, weights in my heels, toes are light, for 6, 5, 4, knees are squeezing, chest is up, and then I'm going to stand all the way up. From here, I'm going to come back down, shoulders back into that chair pose, bringing my elbows to the side for bicep curls, 12. 11, squeezing, chest is up, 10. Breathe through, 9. 8, I'm in a squat, so my thighs are working. 6. 5, I'm squeezing my biceps. 4, if needed, I can stand fully up, listening to my body, doing what's comfortable for me, and then my weights will lower and I'll stand fully up. Now opening my feet hip width apart, we do a squat and stand. So as you squat, your arms go to a front raise, and as you stand, they swing back behind you to a tricep. So it's front raise, tricep, front raise, tricep. Keep going, abs in, chest up. 8, this will build a little heat. 7, weight in the heels. 6, abs in. 5, squeezing the glutes as I stand. 4, full breaths. 3, controlling. 2, last 1, and I'll stand all the way up. At the front of my mat, I'm going to hinge forward, bending at my knees and putting the weights down to the sides. Stepping back to plank. From plank, lowering myself down. Coming into my upward dog or cobra and returning to downward dog or hands and knees. Taking my left foot as I raise it and step it forward to my left hand. Now I'm going to lower my right knee down. Feel free to put padding underneath, pillow, towel, underneath that back knee if needed. Fingertips to the mat, and I'll lift my chest up. I should feel a stretch in my back leg from the top of my right hip, the top of my right thigh, down to the knee. If I can, I'm going to lift my hands up onto my knee, and that's going to increase the stretch in the front of that right hip flexor and quadricep. Now, if I'm okay in this position, I'm going to reach back down and pick up my hand weights. As I pick up my hand weights, sitting tall, I'm going to do side raises. Out to the side and down. I can bend my elbows slightly or I can keep my arms straight. I'm going to squeeze in my left glute and pull my abs in. For 8, controlling. 7, 6, breathing. 5, lifting from the top of the shoulder, the deltoid. 4, resting if I need. 3, abs in the whole time. 2, finishing, and then lowering and placing the weights back down. Curling my back, right toes under, and my right hand staying inside of my left foot. I'm going to put my left hand on my left knee and rotate to the left, or possibly raise the arm up, twisting and breathing. From here, I'm going to bring my hand back down and step into a plank pose. Holding a plank pose, hands under the shoulders, I'm breathing, and I'm going to alternate lifting my legs up, right and left, squeezing the glute. Now if it's too much to lift the legs, I'm just going to hold the plank. 7, 6, you can always be on the elbows if you need or prefer. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly I'll lower down to the mat. Coming into that upward dog cobra as I sweep through, and returning to downward dog or hands and knees to switch sides. Taking my right foot up to my hand and lowering my left knee to the mat. Adding underneath that left knee if needed, fingertips to the mat, and my chest will lift. Holding here. If I can, I'm going to bring my hands on top of my right knee, getting a deeper stretch in the front of the back thigh, from the top of the thigh down to the knee. Opening in the hip flexor and quadricep. Now if I'm comfortable, just like before, I'm going to lower down and pick up my hand weights, lifting the chest back up. You do not have to pick up your hand weights. From here, we're going to do front raises. 8, I can alternate arms if needed. 7, otherwise I'm going to do double arms, straight up in front. 6, abs pull in as I raise. For 4, breathing. 3, exhale as I lift for 2. Let's do 2 more, make it 10. Keep going. Now the last one. Good. Let's put the weights down. Curling my back, left toes under with my left hand inside of my right foot. Right hand's on my knee, and I'm going to turn to the right or raise my arm to the ceiling and hold here. Energy pressing strong through the back left heel. I'll bring my hand back down and step to plank pose. From plank pose, I'm going to lower all the way down. Coming into my upward dog or cobra, and then back to a wide knee child's pose as I sit back onto my heels. From here, we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. So your hands are underneath your shoulders, and your knees are underneath your hips. I'm going to take my left leg behind me and extend it with my toes pointing down. Toes on the mat. I'm going to push my weight back into my right glute. So not forward over my hands, and if needed, move my hands back to make sure they're under my shoulders. Taking my hand weights, if I have, in my right hand, I'm going to raise my elbow, getting ready to do a tricep kickback, keeping my elbow in the same position. Now if I want to incorporate more abdominals, I'm going to float my back left leg up. If that's too much for balance, keep that toe down. Ready? Extend your right arm. Squeeze and lower. Exhale, inhale. Squeeze that tricep as the arm extends back. And keep the weight back into your right glute. 6, 5, You can always put your back foot down if needed. 3, exhale back for 2, and then last 1. You'll place the weight down in the hand and lower the knee. Sit back to your heels and into child's pose again. Now we'll do the other side. Stay where you are. I turn just so you can see better. So you're still on the hands and knees, but this time you're going to extend your right leg back. Toe is down and my weight pulls into my left glute. My hands move closer. If I can, I'm going to pick up my weight and bring my elbow to the side. And if I feel comfortable, I'm going to float my right leg up. Otherwise, I'm going to keep my right toe down. And now kickbacks. Exhale, inhale. Squeezing the back of the arm as you extend. Pulling your abs in. Tricep kickback. 8, 7, gazing down. 6, squeezing back. 5, breathing. 4, 3, controlling. 2, last 1, and I'm going to place the weight down and lower my knee. Sitting back again into child's pose. Coming up from child's pose, curling the toes, knees back underneath the hips equally, downward dog. Now gazing towards my hands, I'm going to take my left foot and step it forward. From here, straightening out my back leg. Dropping the heel so my front heel lines up with the instep of the back foot. I'm going to pick up one hand weight, and as I straighten out my front left leg, I'm going to put my left hand onto my left shin. Right hand on my hip. So we're going to triangle pose. Lifting up both sides of the body. Raising, if you can, your arm to the ceiling. So as your right arm lifts towards the ceiling, with or without the weight, you're breathing. Now from here, you're going to bring your arm with or without the weight down in front of you and raise it back up. Now when that weight comes down in front of you, squeeze the underside of your waist. Abs in, squeezing the left underside of your waist. 3 more. It's like you're pushing down in water, lifting up through water. So slow and controlled. If you do it correctly, you will feel that left underside oblique. Now bring it up, hold it, and come all the way up, bending your front knee. Bring the weight in front of you and pivot around. So now you're in warrior 1. Raise your arms towards the ceiling, with or without the hand weight. You're going to keep your hip going forward, abs in, and then lean forward over the front leg as you push weight to the outer back right foot. Raise back up towards the ceiling again. Use your abdominals. Reach forward, breathe, and raise back up. 2 more, abs in, reach forward, and raise back up. Last one, reach forward, and raise back up. Now bring your arms down in front of your chest, and lift up your back heel. Maybe move it in a little closer to the front. So chest is up, and you're in a lunge position. You're going to lunge down or bend the knees, turning to the left, coming back to center and standing up. Balancing down, turning to the left, back to center, and up. Lower, turning to the front knee, back to center, and straighten. Now my weight is going to be in my left heel, my left toes are light, and I'm feeling my left quad and my left glute as I breathe. 5, rotate, center, and stand. 4, you could always do one, skip one, breathe. 3, controlling, abs in. Last 2, twisting left, center, and come up. Last 1, twisting left, center, and come up. Now I'm going to bring my chest forward, placing the weight down, and stepping back to downward dog, pedaling the feet as we did earlier. Head between the arms, breathing. Nice, full breaths. Now I'll take my right foot, bring it forward, heel is flat, and drop my left heel flat. Switching sides, front heel lines up with the instep of the back foot, and I'll straighten out my legs. Picking up my hand weight, keeping my right hand on my right shin, left hand on my hip, and opening for our triangle pose. Raising the arm to the ceiling, holding the weight or not. Both sides of the body are lifted, and the focus is going to be to the right underside. As you take your left arm down slowly, stopping in line with the shoulder, and bringing it back high above the shoulder. Exhale, squeezing in the bottom right oblique, and inhaling, raise. Abs in. Do not bring that arm lower than the shoulder. Squeezing the underside. Squeezing the right oblique. Breathe through. One more. Beautiful. You're going to hold that weight up high, and then bend the front knee and come to stand. Bring the weight in front of you. Turning toward your front right knee. Still your feet are lined up for warrior 1. Bend your right knee, and if you can, raise your arms up with or without the weight. Keep the weight of your body pushing to your outer back, left foot, and then reach over your right leg as you exhale. Inhale, up towards the ceiling. Exhale, reach over the front leg, pushing weight to the outer back foot, and raise up. 2 more. Use your abdominals. Remember, the weight is optional, the hand weight. Breathe. And as I come up, I'm going to bring my weight down in front of my chest. Pivoting to lift up the back heel and stepping that left foot in a little closer. I'll bend my knees, turning to the right, towards the front knee, centering, and standing up. Bending, weights in my right heel as I turn right, center, and lift. Bend, rotate, center, and stand. Toes are light on the right foot, and I'm squeezing in that oblique, squeezing in that glute, and working that quad. For 7, breathe through, abs in, 6, controlling, 5, you got this, 4, breathing, last 3, twisting, last 2, final 1, and then I'm going to stand up, come forward, and place the weight down as I step back to pedal my feet again in downward dog. Head between the arms, breathing. Inhale, I'm going to raise now my left leg towards the ceiling. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring the knee under the body, hold, and then inhale, take it back. Exhale, under, hold. If needed, my right knee can be on the mat, and inhale back. Exhale, under, scoop the belly. Inhale back. Exhale, under, abs in. Inhale back. Last two. Breathing. Final one, then you can rest for pigeon pose right up behind the left hand. Extending in the right leg, chest is lifted. Nice and tall, breathing. From here, I'm going to keep my left hand just inside of my left front knee. Picking up a hand weight in my right hand. Exhale as I pull the elbow back. Inhale as I lower. It's a short row and release. Squeezing into my back, flat muscle. Exhale. Inhale. The elbow can come a little behind my back for a slight twist if I'm more comfortable. 5. Chest is up. 4. 3. And I'm making sure that my left glute is off of the mat. Last 1. And now I'm going to release. And if comfortable, lower my chest all the way down. Reaching back further and further in my right leg to get that stretch in my left glute. Possibly rotating my torso a little bit towards the front knee to the left to deepen the stretch in the left glute. Again, that is an option. I'll come back to centering the body and lifting the chest back up. Curling my back right toes to return downward dog. Switching sides, inhale, my right leg will lift. Exhale, the knee comes under, abs pull in. And then inhale, take the leg back. Exhale, under. And inhale back. I'm going to continue, and if needed, my left knee can be on the mat to modify. Exhale, under, scoop, and inhale back. Last 2, using my arms, shoulders, and abs. And then this last one, I'm going to rest, bringing my knee up behind my right hand. Extending long through my back, left leg. Chest is lifted, and my right hand's right inside of my knee. I'm going to hold that weight, possibly in my left hand, and rotate slightly left, pulling the elbow back, and bringing it down. Exhale, row. Inhale, release. Squeezing into my back, left flat muscle. Abs in for 6. Controlling. 5. Exhale. 4. 3. Same as you did on the other side. Last 1. And I'm going to put the weight down and then lower my chest towards the mat. Continuing to reach and extend back through my left leg. I'm going to feel the stretch in my right glute. If comfortable, angling my body slightly to the right, towards the knee, and deepening the stretch in the right glute. I'm going to hold here and breathe.
Bienvenido, el sonido.
Nice, full breath. Coming back to center my body and lift the chest up. My back, left toes curl under, and I return to downward dog. If needed, pedaling the feet again. Gazing towards the hands, I'm going to step or walk forward. Releasing over the legs as I inhale halfway for my lightning bolt, and exhale as I lower. Bending the knees, I'm going to pick up one hand weight and come to chair pose. Because I have a hand weight, my arms can stay close or comfortable, I can extend them out. From here, I'll press to stand tall and exhale to a soft back bend. Be careful if I do have that hand weight. Coming back and bringing my hands down to my chest. As we come to balance for warrior 3, stand on your left foot and have your right foot just behind you. Find a drishti or vocal point for your eyes to focus on. Belly's in and ribs lift. You're going to hinge forward and extend the weight out as you keep your right hip pointing down. Lifting from the back of my left leg, I'll come to stand. If I do not want to use the hand weight, my arms can be out like a T or up by my ears as they would for warrior 3. I'll come forward and slowly raise to stand. You'll do 6 more at your own pace. If you're using a hand weight, you're going to get more work in your arms. The focus is to the leg, to the hamstring, and balance, the focus is to the abdominals. Breathe. 2 to go. You should be feeling the back of your standing left leg, feeling that hamstring, the glutes, feeling your abs as you're coming into balance. You'll rest for a moment, pedal your feet, move your feet, march in place if needed, and we go to the other side. Standing on the right leg, abs are in, weights in the right heel. Shoulders back, chest up, you have your drishti or vocal point. You go forward to your warrior 3, however you choose. And then you stand, lifting from the back of that front right leg. You don't have to use a weight. Warrior 3, try to keep your left hip pointing down. And lift from the back of the standing leg. 6 to go. Abs in, controlling. Remember, if you're using the weight, you're going to get more work in your arms. Breathing. Feel the back of that right leg. You are going to strengthen your standing leg, strengthen that ankle. And when you're done, you will rest. You may pedal your feet, or you can march in place. Whatever is comfortable for you. Open your feet a little wider than your hips. From here, you're going to hinge your hips back. Bend your knees if you have issues with your back, and place your weight down. Bring your hands to the crease of the hip, no weight, legs straight, and then come right back up. Exhale into a back bend. Your hands can clasp together behind you, or you can place them down the backs of the thighs. Inhale as you come up. Hinge, crease at the hip, stop parallel, weights in the heels. Inhale up and exhale into your back bend. Deepening each time as you feel comfortable. 2 more rounds. Nice full breaths. Controlling. Final one. Breathing. And opening. After that last forward bend, you're going to come to stand tall. You'll walk your feet in, heel toe, step them together when comfortable, and come back to the top of the mat. Inhale, the arms will raise, swan dive, exhale, back down we go. Inhale halfway for our lightning bolt, exhale as we lower. Stepping back to our plank pose. Holding here. You're going to have your left hand under your left shoulder. If needed, your left knee down, right arm up, and side plank open. You can have both legs lifted, knee down, or you can be on your elbow. Breathe. Lifting up the underside of your body. 3, 2, and back to plank. If needed, on the hands and knees. Shifting the weight to the other side, heels to the other side, making sure that your hand is under your shoulder, left arm high, and if needed, right knee down. Opening through the chest, you breathe. Lifting the underside, abs in. For 4, 3, 2, and then back to plank. From here, you're going to lower all the way down. Coming into upward dog, shoulders down, looking over the right shoulder. Looking forward and over the left shoulder. Looking forward again and lowering down gently. The arms coming behind you, navel towards the spine, pelvis towards the mat. Fingers reaching towards the toes, and we lift Salabhasana Locust. Palms can face the ceiling, the body, or clasp together behind your back. Face is relaxed. Arms are drawing down. Nice full breath. And then unclasping or bringing the hands forward to make a pillow underneath your forehead, resting your forehead and softening your legs. Rock your hips side to side. Release in your lower back. Bringing your hands to the sides of your chest. Lifting into your cobra or upward dog, and then opening your knees as you sit back and into a wide knee child's pose. Arms extending forward. In your wide knee child's pose, take your left arm, bringing it under your right, thread the needle, turn your palm to the ceiling, and turn your head to the right. Keep the left arm or left shoulder away from the face. Try to keep your glutes down towards your heels. And if you'd like, circle your left wrist around. And if you choose to circle it, change direction. Gently you'll unwind to switch sides. Taking the right arm, keeping it away from the face under the body. turning your head to the left, possibly circling the right wrist and changing direction. Unwinding and bringing the arm back out. Coming up to your hands and knees. From here, you're going to sit your hips to the side and bring your legs to the front. Sitting tall, I'd like you to take your left foot and bring it underneath your right glute or to your right glute. Then take your right heel and line it up in front of the ankle or shin of the left leg. If this is not a comfortable position, you do not feel both glutes connecting to the mat, keep your right knee bent, but straighten your left leg out in front of you. So you can have your left leg straight and your right knee bent, or bring that left leg under, heel towards the right glute and right knee bent. Wherever you choose, placing your right hand behind, inhale and lift your left arm high, and then keeping your chest close to your thigh, rotate to the right, and see if you can hug your knee, pulling it towards you, or take your elbow outside of the knee, or possibly even hold on to the big toe of your left foot. Inhale tall, and then exhale as you twist to the right. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist to the right, deepen. Each time you rotate, maybe you look back a little further, possibly over the right shoulder. Now, as you return to the front, you're going to let your right arm hug your right leg and pick up a hand weight in your left arm. Raise it towards the ceiling, bend the elbow, and then extend it up high. Inhale, tricep extension, and exhale. If you like, you can also hold on to that left tricep or left arm. Keep going, otherwise hold the right knee and sit tall for 6. Breathing, 5. Exhale up for 4. 3, arm close to the ear. 2, and then your final 1. You'll bend the elbow and gently release the arm down. Now switching sides. So you're either going to extend the right leg out and bend the left knee towards you, or you're going to take the right heel under and towards the left glute, and then bring the left leg in so it's in front of the ankle or the shin. Sitting tall, left hand behind, right arm high. You're going to rotate and turn to the left, same as the other side. Hug the knee, elbow outside of the knee, palm up, or hold on to that toe. Inhale tall, and exhale, rotate to the left. As you lengthen, you're inhaling. As you exhale, you're rotating. Continuing the pattern, possibly looking back over the left shoulder as you breathe. Feeling that ringing out through your torso, bringing out the internal organs, cleansing. You'll come back to the front, and your left hand will hold on to that left leg as your right hand takes the hand weight and comes up by your ear. Bending the elbow and exhaling as you extend. And if you choose, you may hold on to that arm or tricep. Exhale up for 8. Abs in, pull in the abs as you lift. You have 6. Controlling. 5. Exhaling up for 4. And 3. Finishing. 2. and 1. You're going to gently bend the elbows, slowly lowering, moving it back to the front of your mat, and then bringing or unwinding your legs, bringing your glutes towards your heels, and slowly descending onto your back, bringing your knees to your chest. As you hug the knees to the chest, gently circle them around, massaging your tailbone and sacrum, and change direction. Placing your feet to the mat. You may stay here if you have crankiness or discomfort in your lower back. Or you may put a pillow behind the backs of the knees if you have crankiness in your lower back, and let your legs extend with your feet softly falling apart. Or just extend the legs if you're more comfortable. Kind of wiggle around and adjust through your upper body, and then turn your palms to face the ceiling. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth as you gently close your eyes. Continue to breathe here softly in and out through your nose. Again, bringing in the thoughts of positive energy, of peace and healing, and letting out those negative thoughts of stress, tension, and anxiety. Softening the muscles in your face, around your eyes, your cheekbones, and your jaw. Feeling your breath move through your body as you inhale and your chest rises and your ribs expand. As you exhale and they softly fall and contract. As you inhale and your belly rises, and as you exhale and it softly falls. As you give yourself permission to let go through your hips and down your legs, into your ankles and your feet. Letting go fully and completely, physically, mentally. Discover something daily that makes you happy and become witness to your life transforming. Our lives are rich with potential sources of happiness, but sometimes we become victims of negative thinking because we believe that focusing on all that has gone wrong will provide us with the motivation we need to face the challenges of survival. When we choose to focus on what makes us happy, however, a shift occurs in the fabric of our existence. Finding something to be happy about every single day can help this shift take place. The vantage points from which we view the world are brought into balance, and we can see that being alive truly is a gift to be savored. There is always something we can be happy about. It is simply up to us to identify it. On one day, we might find happiness in a momentous life-changing event, maybe a marriage or birth of a child. Or on another day, the happiness we experience may be a product of our appreciation of a particularly well-brewed cup of tea or coffee, or the way the sun shines on a leaf. If we discover that we literally cannot call to mind a single joyful element of existence, we should examine the cause of the blockage. standing between us and experiencing happiness. Keeping a happiness journal is a wonderful way to catalog the happiness unfolding all around us, so that joy has myriad opportunities to manifest itself in our lives. Happiness may not always come easily into your life. You have likely been conditioned to believe that the proper response to unmet expectations is one of sadness, anger, guilt, or fear. To make joy a fixture in your existence, you must first accept that it is within your power to choose happiness over unhappiness every single day. Then each time you discover some new source of happiness, the notion that the world is a happy place will find its way more deeply into your heart. As you wake up in the morning, find one thing to be happy about and let it fill your heart. Slowly begin to wiggle through your fingers and your toes, moving gently deeper into your arms and your legs. And then as you feel comfortable, slowly taking the knees one at a time into the chest, rolling to your right side and into your fetal pose. From your fetal pose, feeling lengthened and strengthened, make your way to a seated position, sitting tall with your chest lifted and your heart open. Join your hands to heart center, thumbs connecting to the chest as you inhale, and exhale as you softly bow forward to the essence of yoga within you. Thank you for taking me on your yoga journey, and I wish you peace and joy in your many journeys ahead, wherever they may lead you, as you remember, a smile is a curve that sets everything straight.